ocean, move me brightly, light the sun with sense and color, hold away despair. More than this I will not ask.
Welcome to Rabcast. I'm Daniel Weiner. Remember those great cartoons from when we were kids? When a character is faced with a moment of moral truth and suddenly an angel appears on one shoulder in a heavenly cloud, and a devil bursts forth from flames on the other? The characters then got to decide who to listen to, the angel of selfless altruism or the devil of selfish desire. And though these are mini versions of the character dressed accordingly, the decision seems influenced by outside forces. Pop culture often provides key insights into the human condition, even in animated form. And one of the most enduring and fundamental debates about human nature concerns the question of free will. Are we masters of our fate, captains of our destiny? Or are we puppets at the end of a cosmic string, cogs winding down the intent of our ultimate clockmaker? In this week's Torah portion, Parshat Va'era, the dramatic confrontation between God, Moses, and Pharaoh reflects this dilemma. In the famous dynamic of confrontation, concession, and arrogance, Pharaoh refuses to release the Israelites from bondage despite suffering 10 plagues. Even when he finally relents, his ego propels him and his army to the bottom of the Red Sea. But God's triumph over Pharaoh raises some serious concerns regarding free will. God shares with Moses the intention to harden Pharaoh's heart, to impose stubbornness on him in order to enact signs and wonders that would both intimidate the Egyptians and impress the faithless Israelites. So what of free will? A human virtue so critical that the great sage Maimonides insisted that Torah, and thus the covenant itself, is necessary only because we possess the power to choose good or evil? In typical interpretive style, our tradition gleans great meaning from the linguistic details of the portion. A careful look reveals that during the first 5 plagues, Pharaoh hardens his heart. It is only later for plagues 6 through 10 that God intervenes to amplify Pharaoh's iniquity. Our tradition draws a powerful personal lesson from this language. God gave Pharaoh 5 chances to transcend his ego and the evil actions it produced. Aren't 3 chances enough? When Pharaoh persisted, God simply made him more of who he really was, while employing his obstinacy as an object lesson for Egypt, the Israelites, and the generations who learn from this sacred story. Like Pharaoh, we possess the power to choose our path, our purpose, and our impact on the world around us. But when we continue on a dysfunctional, destructive course, exalting ego and ambition over compassion and concern for others, we narrow our choices, we close off possibilities, we squander the free will that both defines our humanity and reflects the sparks of our divinity. It may not play as well for Bugs Bunny and the cast of characters at Disney, but the real struggle for our souls and our life in the world lies not beyond, but within. And our true individual freedom grows from our capacity to nurture that freedom in others. It's gotta be checking out one of these. Shabbat Shalom.